Okay, so hi there Shutterbugs, it's Paul here again, and I'm on my journey to Guru with GuruShots. News for today, I made it to Master, yay! It took a while, but I got there, and since I've been having some great scores, so yeah, now all I need to do is win that challenge. How hard can that be? I'm powering along, yeah, doing my thing, and I thought today we'd try and delve into some inspiration, to see if we can be inspired around, again, that kind of less is more scenario. I thought we'd look at vanishing points and the minimalism challenge and maybe one other and see what we can come up with. Let's power on down. Oh, the underexposed is beautiful as well. But let's kick off with finding some amazing inspiration through the vanishing point challenge. This again, very, very basic stuff. It's a technique that we probably all know about, which is lines that draw the eye towards a distant spot. They usually start wide and end up close. Anyone that's done any technical drawing, any art, any kind of creative visual art will understand how beautiful and important the vanishing point is. But then to move that into an image, what's it take? Oh, let's have a quick look. Some of these are absolutely beautiful. Again, some tell a gorgeous story, some are heavy on technique, and others are just like, yeah, tick, it meets the challenge, good on it, yeah, thanks for sharing kind of thing. So let's have a dig into this. You just talk, again, simple, beautiful. This looks like it's definitely been a composite in post, and as a work of art, something like this is beautiful. They've taken the reflection, or at least the center point of this vanishing point, these two lines going off to a vanishing point in the distance, and replaced it with this gorgeous city street view with another vanishing point inside it, off here in the distance. So yeah, the gorgeous perspective within gorgeous perspective, and just to add insult to injury, we've got this gorgeous rainy effect happening as well, with a little bit of light coming in on both sides. So this kind of light flare happening. Like, wow, that kind of stuff is absolutely amazing. I think I'm just starting to get my stride with better images, and now it's up to me to, I think, maybe play around with composition a little bit more, and having some composite shots, playing around in Photoshop and the like. Been dealing with some more of the advanced Lightroom techniques, and yeah, they're always fun to play with. Now here's again a gorgeous black and white picture done at very, very low angle, and yeah, the vanishing point, again, there's multiple lines here that lead the eye in different directions. And I think that's absolutely gorgeous, as well as a bit of a light flare here that really brings it to life again. All beautiful technical aspects, and to me it's almost like a cinematic shot, which is fantastic. Excuse that siren. Hong Kong has non-stop emergency services running left, right and center. They're pretty well en masse. So look, this again, left, right and center, beautiful cinematic look and feel, gorgeous black and whites, probably played with a bit in post, but really drags the eye to a certain spot, which is great. Hard to go wrong with these amazing escalator shots. All around the world I'm blown away by beautiful, huge escalators, especially the stories that often unfold on the side here as well in the advertisements. They can be really, really creative and a lot of fun sometimes, but also light, angle, everything working beautifully here. Really, really bright, beautiful shot. One of the things that I've loved with the alleyways challenge has been the beautification of some of the alleys. Usually I feel anyway that the alleys are normally dark, dingy, out of the way spots, but some people have really brought them to life with some of the lights and some of the techniques. So I might even delve into that today. If we want to look at other positive inspirations, here's just what a leafy, gorgeous, relaxed, misty, cozy scene with the colors So much blur here, so much out of focus, and yet there's just enough comforting in focus within the image to really kind of make it warm, make it lovely. I love that. Both, again, look, all three or four, sorry, very different compositions. If we talk about the opportunity to just put something up for the sake of it that meets the challenge, doesn't really have a lot of photographic plus to it, this 50-50 is kind of nice. We always hear about the rule of thirds, but yeah, sometimes a nice 50-50 works as well. So some nice technique. The image probably could have done with a little, I don't know, a bit more softness, a bit more treatment, but otherwise, yeah, kind of works. Let's try and find another nice one or two. Oh wow, geometry at its best. Gorgeous shadows here that really work with this image. Yeah, I wonder if that's, just trying to rack my brain now. Would that have been taken at the height of the day? I suppose it all depends as to which way it was facing, and yeah, shadows and sunlight at the moment are providing a lot of fun for me and a lot of challenges as well. So here's one where I think it all works together absolutely beautifully. You've got this perfect divide of shadow and light, the shadow really playing into these angles on the side and these little diamonds here. Yeah, it just works wonderfully. And then of course the perspective and the going over a horizon, just really, that's such a beautifully complex image. So there you go, a few nice and easy inspirational pieces there. Look, this is just again a beautiful lazy shot. Not lazy by the photographer, lazy with the feeling that it gives to me. It's just so open. This little simple winding trail that does the job of leading the eye through the field. Again, undersaturated, which is nice. I really appreciate photographers that can provide a gorgeous photo with a little less saturation. I historically tend towards the brighter colors, the bigger pop. But yeah, I might work around that and try with some different techniques soon. So yeah, hopefully part of my development, part of my inspiration, some of the things that GuruShots has really shown me. So look, that's again simple, beautiful, little washed. But yeah, it kind of it draws you into just nice lazy meander through the image, which I really, really like. And other ones that are like, thanks for sharing. It's yeah, kind of nice, but off center. No real quality to it. Yeah, but it it fulfills the challenge. So here's a nice one incorporating a human element as well. Young kid there, and in the background it's got this gorgeous vanishing point. So it's kind of a bit more of a story being told. The vanishing point of the challenge is secondary, which I think is really cool when people can do that. When you've got to go, oh yeah, what was the challenge again? Where does this photo fit? And then you go, yeah, I see it. That's one of the things that I love about images like this, and especially it's a happy, it's a child that's moving. It looks like they're maybe running up to the mother or father or auntie or uncle. Really cool uncle. Who knows? Just to say hi after school, and that's it's gorgeous. It's almost as if it's telling that little bit of a story. Kudos, my friend. Kudos. Alrighty, look, let's jump into, we said vanishing point, we said the minimalism again. We looked at less is more the other day, that was cool. And there's also a minimalism challenge at the moment as well. And wow, this is, again, things that I love and things that I kind of hate. It's hard to see my image there, but it's, again, very minimalist white lamp, a white lamp on a white background. Touch overexposed, but hopefully still very visible and very appealing. It's one of my favorites. So here I wanted to look at what to me is two types of minimalism, because again, this is my jam. This is the things that I really love, which is there's the minimalism of the image and there's the minimalism of the scene, if that makes any sense to people. The minimalism of the image is that the image has like maybe one tiny striking element, not much background, a lot of open space or flat background or something that isn't crowded in the image. The minimalism of the scene for me is there's not a lot going on in the scene. So it's a minimal activity, minimal clutter. It can still be a fairly busy scene. There might be a lot of detail to it, but the minimalism of the image would be not much detail at all. And it's interesting to see this happen, and also to see my emotional response to these two, because sometimes I go a little purist and go, damn, yeah, let's get this minimalism just of like almost a blank canvas with a little, splotch of something on there, a singular image or a really simple array of images. And then there's also the simplistic minimalism of the scene, which, it speaks to me as well. That's more about the storytelling element, the cinematography element, where there's not a lot going on in the scene, but there could be a lot of detail. And look, this shows it perfectly straight up here. So if we look at this gorgeous single flower, no real background to tell of. You can tell there's something there, but not quite what it is. And that, kind of draws the image into this one very specific focal point. Your eyes can't go anywhere else. There's really nothing else appealing there. This bit of out of blur, blurry background, out of focus background, and then a nice clear crisp image. Versus what I would call the minimalism of the scene, which is a simple, lazy, I'm going to guess that's an ox, some sort of a bovine, and it's just chomping away, not doing much. It's again a singular image, but a lot of detail, and even in the background there's quite a bit of detail. You see like all the leaves, all the flowers, all the blades of grass. But again, it's a minimalistic scene, even though it may not be a minimalistic image. So look, that's just something I wanted to try and throw out there to amazing photographers left, right and center, and see what do you think about minimalism when it comes to photography? Is there a preference? Is there a belief that you stick by? Or is it like, well, hey, it's a good image, that's all that really matters? So here again, something that looks like it's really overexposed to achieve the minimalism. Was probably fairly light on to begin with, but then they've really gone that contrast of lots of white versus a little bit of dark here to make the minimalistic scene and minimalistic image. Height and white space, again, this is what I call minimalism. Minimal detail here, there's a little bit, but hey, that's cool. A singular figure walking, no background there. So these are, again, you've got plenty of examples. Wow, this is almost, again, a little cluttered maybe in the background, and this may even come into the foreground here. But gorgeous simple silhouette, and then it's kind of minimalistic, kind of not. This again is minimalism in the scene, but there's a lot of detail shown there. So look, it's again just something I ponder on every now and then, is that difference in minimalism between the scene and the image itself. And then you've probably got something here again, which is again the minimalism of the image and the scene, with these simple drops, blurry background, eyes drawn directly. So here again is a classic one. You could kind of call it minimalistic, very simple focus on the statue, but it's a busy background, high detail. So this just always blows me away. I love the minimalistic ideal. It can be so emotive when it's done right, with such, I suppose, little clutter. It's very focused. I love that. Alrighty, so that's a minimalism challenge. While we've got time, how about we just dig into the underexposed challenge? There's so much that is overexposed. So again, we love getting that washed look, the white, and then the underexposed probably more tending towards a black background, a darker. It's just that so much more, well, I suppose a different type of mood. Again, I think that's kind of missed the challenge and everything really. To me, that's not underexposed in any way, shape or form. Whereas here we get a gorgeous, a lot of darkness, just the light coming through. Another thing I noticed here as well is that there's quite a mix of beautiful use of light So we see something as simple as this, an apple where the light's just playing on one side, so you've got that high contrast between the light and the dark, and it can really be emphasized or captured that way. And then you get a lot of others I've noticed that are just kind of washed images. It's more kind of like this. So again, beautiful play of light here, but the blacks here are kind of washed out. It's not my preference. The crispness, the contrast between a solid black and a solid white is gorgeous. And here again, the play of light that these photographers use are gorgeous. You know, the dark hat and the whole sort of dark figure, and then this beautiful light coming through. That again, just absolute perfection of an image. So again, gorgeous use of shadow and light here. Where this is probably again been heavily doctored in post, but it's a good use of light, good use of technique. And then of course you've got the straight up silhouetting. It kind of works as well, I guess, in the underexposed. It is underexposed in the way it's being captured. Let's look again. I'm going to find some of that bad image. See, this is gorgeous too. What great clarity, great focus, amazing detail. Yeah, so crisp, so clear. Got to work on my black and whites. I've been doing that today. Working on my black and whites a lot more. So let's look here. Where do we find some of this just washed out underexposed? See, all this gorgeous lighting here. Doesn't quite fit the bill, I don't think. Again, gorgeous light. Yeah, this kind of one I think is pretty close, where it just seems to be washed out rather than nice clear definition for the underexposure. But hey, different strokes, different folks, I guess. We get right down to just a simple outline. Amazing use of background lighting there. Wow. All right, what a day. Minimalism, underexposure, the vanishing point, and then me getting master. Yay! For whatever that means, whatever that's worth. Yeah, so definitely on my way to Guru, trying as best as I can. All I need to do is win that image, win one, and I'll be up there with the top ranking people playing this game. That'll be fantastic. All right, look, hopefully that's been some inspiration there and some food for thought maybe. There's so many great challenges happening at the moment. Probably again a little on the addiction side of things, where I'm spending a lot of time getting in there, both again learning, curating my own collections. I'm taking some great photographs. Was out there the other day. And just blown away by Hong Kong and some of the temple atmosphere. There's not a lot of that, but some of it. The dark alleyways, the dirty, gritty city, exposed, run-down parts of town, right beside beautiful, big, new, 60, 70-story buildings. It's all, quite an amazing journey. But hopefully it's been a great chance for you to think about some of the aspects of your photography, as I do every day. I hope you love this being shared, and if you do, please subscribe, please share with friends. Please let others know about this channel, and I'll try and keep it up a little bit more. I've been a bit slack the last few days, been running around a lot and had a few big days of technical issues and photographing bits and pieces. So look, stay awesome. I will look forward to catching up with you again very soon.